Are you sure you're using the right type of gas for your car? Many people believe that more expensive gas is always better, that higher octane makes the car more powerful, or that premium gas saves more fuel. But the truth is, most of those beliefs are just misconceptions that waste your money. In this video, we'll debunk the 9 most common myths about gasoline, mistakes that even experienced drivers often make. If you want your car to run smoother, save more fuel, and last longer, watch until the end, because some of these facts might change how you fill up your tank starting today. If you think this is important too, give me a like. 1. European 95.99 gas is better than American gas. Many people notice that gas stations in Europe only sell 95, 98, or 99 octane, while in the US, you see 87, 89, or 93. Looking at those numbers, most assume European gas must be higher quality, with more energy. In reality, that's completely untrue. The difference lies in how octane is measured, not in the premium nature of the gas. Gas stations in the US use the PON, pump octane number scale, while Europe uses RON, research octane number. Both measure the fuel's ability to resist premature combustion, but the formulas differ. When converted, 95 octane in Europe equals 89 in the US, and 99 equals 93. So, if you're using 87, 89, or 93 in the US, those are equivalent to 91, 95, and 99 in Europe. This difference leads many to mistakenly believe European gas is superior, when in fact, the energy output, burn rate, and performance are equivalent. Your engine doesn't get stronger just because you use higher octane fuel, unless it's a high-performance engine that requires fuel with better knock resistance. The mindset of higher numbers are better is exactly why drivers fall for marketing traps. They believe higher octane gas protects the engine better, makes the car faster, or saves fuel, when in reality, the difference is negligible. The only thing that matters is using the gas type recommended by the manufacturer, not higher, not lower. One noteworthy detail. In the US, most major brands meet the top-tier gasoline standard, a strict requirement for cleaning additives that reduce deposits and protect fuel injectors. In Europe, additive regulations vary by country and aren't as consistent as the top-tier system. 2. Higher octane means more energy. Many people simply assume that higher octane gas is stronger, contains more energy, and makes the car more powerful. When they see bigger numbers at the pump, they naturally think it's better, like choosing an energy drink with extra caffeine. But in reality, higher octane doesn't mean more energy. This is one of the most common misconceptions drivers fall for. Octane only measures a fuel's ability to resist knocking in the combustion chamber, not the heat or energy it produces. Whether it's 87, 89, or 93, each gallon contains nearly the same amount of energy. The only difference is the fuel's compression tolerance. Higher octane gas can withstand higher pressure before igniting, so it's used in engines with high compression ratios, or turbochargers to superchargers, engines that need precise combustion control to avoid premature ignition. If your engine is designed for 87 octane, using 91 or 93 won't make your car faster or more fuel efficient. The ignition system adjusts to the engine's compression ratio, so the energy output stays the same. In other words, you're paying extra for a feature your car doesn't use. In fact, using unnecessarily high octane gas can have downsides. Since the fuel burns later, the engine may not perform optimally. The throttle might feel less responsive, and your fuel costs will still rise. Some even think premium gas keeps the engine cleaner, but that's false. How cleanly gas burns depends on the air-fuel mixture and the condition of the spark plugs and injectors, not the number on the pump. 3. Higher octane gas makes the car more powerful. This is one of the most widespread myths. Higher octane gas makes your car more powerful. In reality, if your engine isn't designed for that gas type, pouring in premium 93 or 95 won't make your car any stronger. Octane isn't a power vitamin for your engine. It's just a measure of resistance to premature combustion. To make it simple, When the piston compresses the air-fuel mixture in the combustion chamber, if the fuel ignites too early before the spark plug fires, that's called knocking. It causes a rattling sound, reduces power, and over time can damage pistons, valves, or even the cylinder head. Higher octane gas simply withstands higher compression without igniting early, but it doesn't contain more energy or produce more power. That's why cars with high compression ratios, turbochargers, or superchargers need this type of gas to maximize the power the manufacturer designed. It's why you see many sports cars or luxury vehicles requiring 91 or 93 octane. Their ignition and compression systems are optimized for it. On the other hand, if your car only needs 87, using 93 won't help at all. It'll just empty your wallet faster. 4. Using the wrong gas type doesn't matter. Many people believe that as long as the car runs, it doesn't matter what type of gas you use. Some even say, "I filled up with the wrong gas a few times and the car still started fine." That sounds reasonable, but in reality, using the wrong gas type is the fastest way to shorten your engine's lifespan without even realizing it. If your car is designed for 91 or 93 octane gas and you use cheaper 87 instead, the issue isn't whether the engine starts. It's how the fuel burns in the combustion chamber. When the gas has a lower octane rating than required, it can ignite too early before the spark plug fires, causing a phenomenon called knocking. Each knock creates massive pressure shocks in the engine. Over time, this wears down pistons, valves, and cylinder heads, leading to cracks or deformation. Modern cars have an ECU, electronic control unit, that can adjust ignition timing to temporarily tolerate lower octane gas. So, you might not notice damage right away, but this tolerance reduces power, increases fuel consumption, and causes the combustion chamber to run hotter. After a while, you'll notice the car feels sluggish, accelerates slower, and sounds rougher, but few connect this to the gas they're using. On the flip side, if your car only needs 87 octane and you use 91 or 93, the engine won't perform better. The ECU still operates within the engine's limits, and the premium gas is simply wasted money. Worse, some premium fuels have additives that burn slower, which can make combustion less optimal and the engine feel less smooth. The mistake isn't whether the car starts, it's that the engine is working under conditions it wasn't designed for. Using the wrong gas is like making an athlete run a marathon in ill-fitting shoes. They might finish, but there will be long-term consequences. Like if you 100% agree. 5. Premium gas saves fuel. Many people believe that premium gas, often called premium, makes the car run smoother and saves fuel. The logic seems sound. More expensive gas must be better, right? But in reality, this is one of the costliest misconceptions drivers fall for. Premium gas only differs in its octane rating, which measures its resistance to premature ignition under compression. It doesn't have more energy, burn cleaner, or make the engine more efficient, unless your car specifically requires it. Engines with high compression ratios, turbochargers, or superchargers are designed to use this gas. For most standard cars, the ECU is programmed for 87 or 89 octane. Even if you use 93, the system won't change how it ignites or injects fuel. The result? The car runs the same, but you're paying an extra 30 Cerberus to 40 cents per gallon for peace of mind. Studies by AAA and major U.S. technical institutes have proven that premium gas offers no clear fuel economy or power benefits for cars that don't require it. In rare cases, you might see a 1 to 2% performance boost, but the 10 to 15% higher cost makes it far from worthwhile. Some people use premium gas because they fear regular gas dirties the engine. In truth, the difference lies in the quality of cleaning additives, not octane. If you want a cleaner engine, choose gas that meets the top-tier gasoline standard, which includes detergents to prevent deposits, rather than picking the highest octane at the pump. 6. Premium gas burns cleaner and extends engine life. One reason many people are willing to pay extra for premium gas is the belief that it burns cleaner, extends engine life, and reduces deposits. It sounds logical. Premium implies better and safer, right? But in reality, premium gas doesn't burn cleaner or make the engine last longer unless your car is designed to need it. The real difference between gas types isn't cleanliness. It's the octane rating, which measures resistance to premature ignition in the combustion chamber. A higher octane rating means the gas can withstand more compression without igniting. This is only necessary for engines with high compression ratios or turbochargers, where cylinder pressure is significant. For standard cars, 87 or 89 octane ensures complete combustion without causing soot or deposits, as long as the engine is properly maintained. The clean burning people talk about actually depends on the quality of additives in the gas, not the octane rating. These additives clean fuel injectors and intake valves and reduce carbon buildup in the combustion chamber. If you want cleaner burning gas, look for stations selling top-tier gasoline, which is certified to have higher detergent levels than the EPA's minimum standard. This is what truly helps your engine run smoothly and last longer, not the 91 or 93 on the pump. Another issue is that premium gas tends to burn slower to prevent knocking in high-performance engines. When used in low-compression engines, this can make combustion less optimal, potentially causing the car to feel sluggish and use more fuel. So, you're not just wasting money, you might even lose some performance. In reality, if your engine runs fine on 87 octane, switching to premium won't make any difference except for a higher bill. To keep your engine durable, change the oil on schedule, clean the air filter, and check the spark plugs regularly. That's what truly makes your car run smoothly, cleanly, and reliably. 7. All gas stations sell the same fuel. Many people think that gas is the same everywhere. Just gas, so what's the difference? As long as the price is low, any convenient station will do. But if you've ever noticed your car struggling to start after filling up at an unfamiliar station, or felt slight engine vibrations, or used more fuel without knowing why, you might have experienced the real difference between fuels. In reality, not all gas stations sell the same quality. All gas in the U.S. must meet the EPA's minimum standards, but beyond that, each brand adds its own cleaning additives. These additives make the biggest difference in keeping fuel injectors, intake valves, and combustion chambers clean. Brands like Shell, Chevron, Mobil, or Costco often meet the top-tier gasoline standard, a certification backed by major automakers like Toyota, Honda, BMW, GM, and Mercedes. Top-tier gas contains at least twice the cleaning additives required by EPA standards. These additives reduce carbon deposits, keep fuel lines cleaner, and improve long-term combustion stability. If you frequently drive in stop-and-go city traffic, this gas can make your engine run smoother, reduce vibrations, and noticeably save fuel. In contrast, cheaper gas from non-top-tier stations often only meets the minimum standard, lacking enough detergents. Over time, this can lead to carbon buildup in injectors and combustion chambers, causing higher fuel consumption, power loss, or even oxygen sensor failures. The tricky part is that you can't see this difference with the naked eye. At the pump, you only see the octane number and price, not the additive content. That's why many assume all gas is the same. Only when the car starts running poorly do they realize choosing a gas station is as important as choosing the right engine oil. 8. Ethanol is a low-quality, harmful fuel. Many people are wary when they hear about ethanol-blended gas. Some say ethanol is a cheap fuel, others claim it damages the engine or causes rust in the fuel system. But the truth is far from those rumors. Ethanol isn't a low-quality fuel, and for most modern cars, it's completely safe and even offers some significant benefits if you understand how to use it correctly. Ethanol is a biofuel made from corn, sugarcane, or other starchy crops. In the U.S., most gas stations sell E10, which is 10% ethanol, a standard blend compatible with nearly all cars made after 2002. Ethanol isn't added to dilute gas or cut costs. It's used to boost the octane rating and make the fuel burn cleaner. It helps engines produce less CO2 and harmful emissions while reducing dependence on petroleum. So why do some think ethanol harms the engine? Ethanol absorbs moisture, so if a car sits unused for a long time, water in the fuel can condense and reduce combustion efficiency. This is only a concern for older cars from the 1990s or vehicles rarely driven, not for modern cars with sealed systems and corrosion-resistant materials. Another misconception is that ethanol-blended gas reduces fuel economy. It's true that ethanol has slightly less energy than pure gasoline, but the difference is only about 0.3%, barely noticeable in normal driving conditions. Some people panic when they see E85 at the pump, thinking it's a common fuel. In fact, E85, 85% ethanol, 15% gasoline, is only for flex fuel vehicles, which are designed to run on high ethanol blends or regular gas. If you accidentally put E85 in a non-flex fuel car, the engine may run poorly or trigger the check engine light, but it won't cause serious damage. Just top off with regular gas to dilute it. Adding fuel additives is always good for the engine. Many people have a habit of buying small bottles of power boosting, injector cleaning, or fuel-saving additives at gas stations. These products come with big promises. Just pour them into the tank, and your car will be stronger, cleaner, and smoother. It sounds convenient, but the truth is, adding additives to your gas isn't always good for the engine. Sometimes it can even cause harm. There are dozens of fuel additives on the market, mostly chemical solutions with strong solvents. Some actually work, but many are just marketing ploys targeting drivers who want to care for their car. Reputable brands already include the right amount of additives in their gas, especially in top-tier gasoline, which has built-in detergents to clean injectors, combustion chambers, and intake valves. If you're using top-tier gas, adding extra additives is like adding more salt to a perfectly seasoned dish, unnecessary and sometimes ruinous. Some low-quality additives contain overly harsh solvents that can wear down protective coatings in the fuel tank or damage fuel filters and rubber seals. In worse cases, they can clog injectors, ruin oxygen sensors, or cause issues with the catalytic converter, a very expensive part to replace. You might feel the car runs better for a few days due to the solvent speeding up combustion, but it's not a real improvement. Afterward, the car returns to normal, or even runs rougher if dirt gets stirred up into the combustion chamber. Not all additives are bad, but they're only necessary in specific cases: older cars, long-term use, or heavily clogged fuel systems. In those cases, use additives recommended by your car's manufacturer or trusted brands like Chevron Techron, Liqui Moly, or BG44K, and only at the correct dosage and interval. Adding them constantly or mixing them randomly just forces your engine to deal with extra chemicals beyond what it needs. Understanding gas doesn't just save you money at the pump. It protects your engine from silent damage that builds up over years. Expensive gas isn't always better, and cheap gas isn't always bad. The key is choosing the right type for your car. Read your owner's manual, pick a reputable gas station, and maintain your car regularly. Just a few small habits can keep your car running smoothly, reliably, and more economically every day.